Hello, hello, hello. Once again, it's Friday night, and we are your Friday night habit, at least for all cheerleaders and dancers here in the Philippines. Good evening to everybody joining us tonight. As you can see, I'm alone. So that means all my regular co-hosts had other commitments tonight. But we will not be alone for long tonight because I invited one of our NCC staff and someone who's been with us and competed with the NCC. She competed in the UAAP and she's been with us since matagal na yata. But we'll ask her how long she's been with us. Kahit bata pa to. So she will be joining us tonight along with tonight is the rules briefing. Of course, for dance. Last week, we had the rules briefing for cheer. And I hope all of you join us in the discussion. Say hello, drop by. So even if we can't see each other physically, we can see each other online. All right? So far, my Converge is holding. So that's good, Converge. Keep it up lang. Good job. Sige. So before anything else, let me bring in the one and only Miss Vivacious, Miss Personality, Miss Popular during her time sa FEU. I think ngayon rin yata popular to. Guys, my special co-host for tonight, please welcome Annie de los Santos. De los Santos.
Yeah.
Hindi na Perez pala. Hindi na Perez. Married na pala.
Ako yun, guys. Ako yun. De los Santos na tayo.
Hi, Santos.
Guys.
Okay.
Hi, sir.
Say hi to everybody. Yeah. Say hi to everybody and to millions of your fans.
Dito. Wow. Artista Hindi. Na-miss ko tuloy upon watching yung opening videos. Grabe. Na-miss ko talaga. Parang ngiti ako ng ngiti, tapos gumaganyan-ganyan ako. Tapos nakita ko yung popular and familiar faces. Nakakatuwa lang. Sobrang nakakamiss. Hi guys! Enjoy tayo tonight,
Oh, yan. Si Gabi. Barkada mo. Si Gabi Bahakan. Yan. I love you.
Actually, marami. Mga kapanahunan ko, nakita ko pa dun sa video na yan.
Let me show. Baka hindi kasi alam ng mga bata ngayon kung sino ka, Annie, at kung bakit nasa NCC ka, and ano yung cheer credentials mo. So let me show a picture, and you will react to this before we invite the others. Ito, okay, para alam nilang legit yan.
Wow! Wow. I think that was 2013. My last competition in FEU. And
Last na ba to?
Yeah, last ko na po yan eh. I am the team captain nung year na yan. Super thunder ko na yan. Thunders na. Year.
What year was this?
2013. UAAP 2013.
13. Were we handling the NCC? Was the NCC handling UAAP already at the time? Hindi pa. 2013.
Actually, alam ko, sir, since 2013 or 2012, NCC na.
Sige, let me show another picture, ha? Para you describe it also.
Nakakakaba naman yung mga picture na naman.
Ito, hindi naman UAAP, but shows you the legit. Yan.
So yeah. That was our first NCC finals. Ako my experience. My first NCC finals. Yeah. Yun nga yung tinatawag nilang pagbabalik ng FEU sa NCC kasi namahinga kami ng mahabang panahon eh. Then we landed first runner-up, I guess. Tama, CCP was the champion that time. And kaming first runner-up. Pero it's a close fight and a friendly competition as always.
As
Ayan,
always.
ang saya.
Pag NCC, you remember now your days, no? And then when you graduated, this is your final competition, you started to work with the NCC already.
Yeah. Actually, sir, after I graduated college, medyo nag-focus muna sa personal career. Then, ayun nga, hindi ko kasi alam before kung paano mag-join sa NCC. Tas nakakatayan, teacher ako, 'di ba? Pero fan na ako ng NCC. Kasi nga, even the mags, yung USB, binibigay sa akin ni Coach Gab kasi alam niyang gustong-gusto ko ng NCC. Tapos share ko lang, guys, kung gaano ako ka-fan and gaano ko gustong maging part ng NCC after college. Lagi ako nag-i-email kay Coach Paula nung resume ko. Siguro nabalikan na siya. Ano ba to? Sabi na, we'll get back to you. Basta, paulit-ulit. Kasi pinupush din ako ni Gab. Then, hindi ko pa kilala si Sir nun. Pero, those were the days. Yeah, gusto ko talaga maging part. And, officially, year 2016, ayun na. Part na ako ng NCC.
2016, so 5 years ago, about 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Is there a time? Was there tell us a story that you remember most during your NCC staffing days?
Okay. Actually,
if you have some nice memory.
Of course, every year is always for the books, kung tawagin nga natin. Kasi ang saya. Masaya, pero hindi ibig sabihin na masaya, walang halong hirap. Siyempre, if you're working and you really want to do everything para hindi ka pumalpak, may kasamang, siyempre, tiis-tiis, hirap-hirap ng konti. And siyempre, you have to follow the rules. You have to know the people. You have to get along with them. Tapos, ang masaya doon kasi, I thought, super alam ko na lahat nung gumraduate ako ng as a cheer dancer, di ba?
Right.
Yeah. Then, nung nag-jive ako with the NCC, there are different techniques in different schools. And lahat sila effective. So, sobrang laki nung ambag nung NCC sa personal and professional growth ko as a cheerleading coach. Kasi nagkakaroon kami ng mga night sessions which we train like students, like when we were in college, we train. Yes, na-injured din kami. Minimal lang naman dahil syempre, ginagawa talaga namin. We are trying to, remember boss, we are trying to upgrade our skills even though retired na kami. Ganon kami ka-ambisyosa, di ba?
Pero after college pa lang naman yun di ba?
After college. Then, ayun, ang saya kasi, in NCC, we don't wear different colors kung saan ka school galing. And that's what I love the most. We wear the same color. If maging part ka ng NCC, mararamdaman mo yung pagiging family Hindi mo na sasabihin na, ako, from FEU ako, ganito, ganyan. No! Hindi mo na maiisip yun kasi mamahalin mo na yung buong org, yan. Siyempre, lahat, especially si boss, mararamdaman nyo yun, guys. Kaya, ayun, nakakamiss. Grabe.
The open training, you're talking about the open training, right?
Yeah, open training. Yung sinasabi kong night session. Open training for future coaches, diba?
Pero marami rin pinagdaanan si Annie. So Annie's has been part of the NCC family nga. Since she left FEU, and since then she's been an indispensable part of us. Namimiss rin namin siya because she got married. Tapos may 1-year-old na siya. 1 year na ba?
Going 1 this month.
Going 1-year-old. Nako. And si Naz, right? Your husband is also a teacher. sa may Rizal, correct?
Correct po.
Right. So, say hi to Nas. May shout out po naman yung husband mo.
Ay, shout out to my husband.
Asan ba
Nandiyan
siya?
siya sa kabilang room. Nasa kabilang room.
Okay, good.
Ayan.
So, well, welcome Annie. Nice to have you on. And of course, I know your personality, so hindi naman to hirap. Hirap para sa yung mga hosting na ganito. But tonight, again, we have a special night because tonight is our official rules briefing for dance, right? So, so this is different from last week where we had the open briefing for cheer, open rules briefing for cheer. So tonight, dance naman, and of course, we will go through the rules like we did last week for the benefit of everybody here. As we know, the NCC season officially starts tomorrow, where you can fill up your forms already, application form from our website.
OMG, guys! Go na! G na!
Yeah, so for our
na natin to, na-freeze tayo ng 1 year.
Diba? Nga. So, kaya nga, we're back starting tomorrow. And again, it's open to everybody, depending on the age group. There's only 2 main age groups, which is 13 to 18, which is the senior. And then after that is the elite and advanced, which is, let me show this, which is the 18 and above. So, walang no more yung mga in-between age ranges. There will be no junior division this year. And no college, it's only by age, 13 to 18 and 18 and above. So I think that'll be good for yan. So pinapakita ko lang. Yeah. So senior 13 to 18 and advanced 18 and above. So kung gusto mo sumali, Ani, pwede pa.
Pwede pa. Hindi, mas gusto kong na lang, manood at pumalakpak. Masakit na yung mga lola bones natin dyan.
Right. But anyway, so it opens tomorrow, the application form, and the period will be until 13 to 17. So, guys, if you want to join, and even if you're not sure, but you're thinking of joining, please fill up those forms kasi hanggang July 17 na lang. So it opens tomorrow, and then we will close it on July 17. So apply lang kayo. Then after that, we will select those who will move on to the qualifiers. So wala pa kayong babayaran or anything. Basta fill up lang kayo na fill up what you think. Kung gusto niyo solo, kung gusto niyo duo, kung gusto niyo sa cheer and dance, so we'll go through it. Annie,
sure,
can you do?
Can you? Lang po. Question. Di ba meron solo, duo? Ano yun? By school or personal nila?
No, it's personal. It's open. So okay. It's an open competition. Oh, masaya nga. So it's 18 and above. 13 to 18 and 18 and above. So this is not school-based. But you can represent your school kung payagan kayo, kung gusto nyo. Okay, so again,
marami kasing requirements and letters na kailangang i-approve ng school if you're going to represent your school. Pero if they are super supportive like others, 'di ba? Okay din.
Tsaka open to, private, public. As the NCC it's always open to everything. So, but the application period does not mean you were through kasi wala pa kayong isasubmit, mag-fill up lang kayo ng application. So application pa lang on the website. We will copy-paste the link on the website and then you can fill it out sa Google form. So you can join as many divisions as you want. You can join cheer and dance, both. It's up to you. Then our NCC staff will select who will make the top 20. Ito po, Ani, para makita mo. Ito, ganyan. Okay, so From Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and NCR, all application forms from those areas, we will select 20 teams per division per area. There are 28 divisions. So times 20, each team, times 4 areas. Na napakarami. Okay? Then after that, they will be judged, qualifiers na yan. So we will inform the entries. Oy, congratulations, you were selected. And then now you can submit your video. Oh yeah. And then after that, finals, 10 teams per division, then national champions. So yun yung format natin for this year. Next year, baka lumaki pa yan. We will open it up even bigger, assuming we're still unsure about going back to our usual and big events. But things are opening up. We'll see soon. You have any questions? Any other questions, Annie, on how the tournament is designed? And what else? Kung pwede ka sumali.
Well, actually, sir, malinaw naman yung sinabi mo about sa age bracket, then open competition. Siguro, yung how it will be judged. Kasi I guess, syempre, the criteria or magbabago yun kasi we're virtual now. So, yun yung interesado ako malaman talaga.
Yan. So, tamang-tama, guest natin will answer all your questions for dance. Ang galing mo talaga mag-segue, no?
Wow!
Galing mo talaga. Iba ka talaga. So anyway, without further ado, I think it's time to bring in our national director and tournament director and head judge for dance. So she has a lot on her plate, pero kaya-kaya niya to. None other than Sheila Pagaduan.
Hi, everyone.
She.
Good evening, sir. Good evening,
Okay. Hello. So right, like what we did last week with Paula, we will go through all the rules together. But also, just like last week, we have 2 special guests also. Diba? Kasi para naman may parating mangko-kontra sa NCC at NDC. Alam mo naman tong dalawang to. I'm just kidding. Always part of the family and always welcome with us. Of course, yan. Just joining the group, Randall San Gregorio, the one and only, of course. And of course,
Hi,
in the other room, is the other should I say better half of Sheila? Di naman. The other half of Sheila, Coach Ramon Pagaduan. So
I'm the worst half. I'm the worst half.
The worst.
Good evening, boss. Good evening, coaches. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, Randall, you want to say hi to all your fans? Mga fans mo.
Hello, sir, coaches. Gandang gabi.
Yeah. So, okay, good. All right. So, before anything else, we'd like to say tonight we'd like to remind everybody again, the rules will be available on our website, nccphilippines.com.ph, and the link for the forms to fill up will be available starting 12 midnight tonight. So, you open natin yan. All right. So, let's start, guys, with the rules for dance. Cool? Ready?
Ready.
Coaches, are you ready?
Ready, let's do this.
Annie, are you ready?
Ready na pong makinig.
Internet, are you ready? Yeah.
Try natin.
Try natin.
We're also
All
convert.
right. Yeah. Conversion ganyan. All right, let me just widen it para. You see it? Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Randall, Ramon, okay. Although may copy na yata kayo na to.
Wala po, sir.
Sige, you can let's widen it. Okay, better, good. All right, Sheila, the floor is yours, guys. Again, everybody here. Good evening to everybody monitoring the show and joining us. Gabby, Kair, Lori Ramos from Royal Dance Varsity. Nice to see you here. Mark Prado, of course. Ann Ning Mayumi and Sean Argel. Yeah. My idol. Ikaw ba yan, Annie? Idol ka daw ni Sean kung bakit siya nag-cheerleading. Kilala mo ba to?
Wow, thank you. Hi.
All right. Take it away.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm very proud and excited to welcome you to the rules briefing for the NDC Championship. So we'll start by reading the 2021 dance rules and regulations for our virtual edition. The NDC reserves the right to add, change, delete, or combine any information provided below. For our general rules, a lot of these rules are similar to the NCC rules. So those who were tuned in last week, you will hear a lot of similar rules. So number one, the NCC and NDC strictly adheres to all COVID-19 guidelines, including but not limited to social distancing, and requires all participants in this virtual competition to do the same. We highly encourage all participants to strictly adhere to the government or ATF rules, regulations, and protocols at all times. Okay, so the number one thing that the NCC and NDC is concerned about is the safety of all participants. So we are still in a pandemic, so we hope that everybody will keep themselves safe. Um, Number two, all performance entries submitted are final. All participants are required to submit all necessary information together with the official video entry online by the given deadline to be eligible. The deadline for the submission of the completed form, bank transfer payment proof, and video entry is 1 month prior to the qualifiers the team will be joining. Okay, and an important thing is that performance sequence, unlike in the previous years, the NCC and the NDC reserves the right to determine the sequence in which the video performers will be played during the virtual competition qualifiers. Okay, so if there are no questions, I'll go through to the eligibility of participants. Eligibility per division will be according to age. Given the prevailing situation with the pandemic, the NCC and NDC will rely on the honesty and integrity of all participants to adhere to the eligibility rules indicated below in the spirit of competition, fairness, and true sportsmanship. Any complaints in relation to eligibility will need to be submitted via a formal letter with accompanying evidence. Any coach or participant found to be in violation of any of the rules below will be subject to potential disqualification and or be banned from future NCC events.
I have a question again, Sheila.
Uh-huh.
Singit lang ako. In terms of the eligibility, I think this was brought up also last week. We're going for age, right? 13 to
Yes, we
18 and 18 and above. Are
Yes.
we? How do we know? Kunyari, although the only thing that you can really, if you're 17 and then you join the advanced group, right?
Mhm.
So are we going to check, or is it going to be our we trust that they're going to be honest with with what they submit?
In the spirit of honesty and integrity and sportsmanship, we assume that everybody will follow their age divisions.
Please
Yes.
lang, please naman.
But of course, we are a very small country. We are a very small community. So the truth will always come up. So we'll know. And then, yeah, the whole community will know that you were not honest in your entry. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure nobody would want that. So.
Oh, wag naman, 'di ba? Para this is for the community naman. Let's be honest naman with this. And then join in this nice spirit of competition. This is not for cash, right? Hindi naman tayo sumasayaw for cash. So let's be respectful of everybody. So again, we're not going to check. We're not going to ask to submit a birth certificate online or anything like that. In fact, our online process is very streamlined already. You're just going to have to input your division and where you're from and contact details. That's it. So we assume that your parents taught you well and that you're honest, di ba? Or else, magagalit si Sheila sa'yo. Kahit
Tama. We're not going to check, pero we will check pa rin. Joke. Ang kulit din.
I think we'll know eventually because then there might be complaints and then they will submit their proof and then that we will check.
Wag naman sana, di ba? Okay. Want to say hi? Kaya pala wala siya dito. Yan, no? Tinakpan ko muna si Ramon. Yan, Anya Reyes, nasa Batangas. Yan. Hi, Anya. We miss you. Sana all. Soon.
Sana all.
Sheila.
Okay. For number 2, all participants, very important, under 18 years of age. Parental consent must be secured from a parent or guardian. This will be indicated by indicating the participant's parent or guardian's email address. This email address should be a valid, working, as we will be sending a copy of the filled up registration form of the minor to them. Okay, so very important. All those who are under 18 years of age, you must provide us with a working email address of your parent or guardian in order to join. So first, in the senior division for 13 to 18 years old, solo or one performer only, you may join all-girl senior jazz, all-girl senior hip-hop, or all-boy senior hip-hop. Okay? For group, in the senior division, which means 4 to 6 performers only, all-girls senior jazz, all-girls senior hip-hop, and then mixed senior hip-hop. Okay, let's clarify mixed senior. It means that entries under this category may be composed of a mix of male and female participants or all male participants only. There. Okay, for the advanced divisions, which is 18 years old and above, there is no maximum age limit for the participants. For solo, again, it's only one performer, and then they may join all-girl advanced jazz or all-girl advanced hip-hop, all-boy advanced hip-hop, or co-ed advanced contemporary. Entries under this category may be either female or male. So girls and boys will be competing against each other in the advanced contemporary. And then number 2, for group, 4 to 6 performers only. The divisions are all-girl advanced jazz, all-girl advanced hip-hop, co-ed advanced hip-hop. Entries under this category must have at least one female or one male participant. And then co-ed advanced contemporary, same thing. Entries under this category must have at least one female or one male participant. A very important note, a dancer can compete in 2 or more separate divisions provided that he or she is qualified, and all required documents are submitted for each division he or she is participating in. Registration fees for for each division will apply. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, I'll move forward. Number 3, athletes with any injuries and or medical conditions should be cleared to perform both at the official run-throughs and at the actual competition by a certified doctor or physician. The NCC and NDC is not liable for any undeclared medical conditions. Teams who wish to represent their school, please edit that. Anyway, teams who wish to represent their school must submit a signed official letter from the school that they are allowed to compete using their school's name.
Yeah, I think we can know that. That's we don't need that. It's up to the schools na lang. It's up to the kids and the schools if they'll allow using the school name.
Yes.
Pero pag dance, usually, I don't know, coaches, Ramon, Randall, pag dance, di ba, they have their own outfits, hindi naman school, di ba? But I guess if they're allowed by the school to participate, parang gano'n. Right, Rand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So,
sir, hindi na kami obligadong magpadala ng parang approval from the school mismo.
No need.
Basta pinayagan kami.
Yeah.
Okay.
No need. Sabi ni boss, sabi ni Head Sheila, NDC. So, okay. Yeah.
Any questions so far?
Ako, Coach.
Yes.
Regarding dun sa solo, kasi 'di ba, the process will be they're going to send videos and then pipili dun ng mga papasok per divisions, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Supposedly, it should be recent video yung tinape nila for this competition. What if somebody send yung old video niya or like hindi other, alam mo yun, yung old video na niya na sumasayaw siya. Is it okay?
It is okay, but as long as it is not, it is not for a different competition, of course.
Oh, yun. Yun nga.
Tsaka, pag nagpadala siya ng luma or whatever, is it conforming to our time? 1 minute and 30 lang to. Tapos, we have certain video rules which we will go through. And then, ano yung background niya? Kasi yung background mismo ng pinagsasayawan niya.
May mga kilala rin ako mga dancers na they continuously upload their dance video on Facebook, which is ang ganda naman. Nasa mga dance studio sila and whatsoever. So, wala. Naisip ko lang, what if hindi recent or hindi shoot for this competition yung video, yung, alam mo na, yung nag-send lang siya ng mga old clips niya. So, allowed naman.
You can send an old clip if you want. But also, because first things first, mag-a-apply sila online, right? Apply sila online. Then kami magsiselect kung sino makakapasok. Saka lang sila magsasubmit kung inform sila na you're part of the qualifiers. So, hindi sila magsasubmit when they fill out the forms online. Wala pa yon.
Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
Got it? So mamimili pa yung NCC and then mamimili lang sila ng 20. So wala silang sasubmit ngayon. So it's just application form. Gusto ko sumali ng ganito, ganyan.
Yes.
Kaya you can fill out as many as you want. And then the NCC group, the staff and the directors will pick 20 per category per area. And then saka lang sila, kung in-inform sila, hey, congratulations, pinili kita, you will be moving on to the qualifiers. That's when they're required to submit the video. Now, kung gusto nila whatever video they submit, up to them.
Ayun. So, na-lost kasi ako.
Hindi, okay lang.
I thought na as they register, they have to submit their videos.
Wala.
Then, kaya kanina, sir, naisip ko, from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, tapos NCR. Ang dami yata.
Ang dami nun. Correct.
Paiyakan yata yung magja-judge.
Judges. Right. So
Oo.
that's why it's 20 per. So
Ayun.
no, it's good. It's good you're asking those, but it's all clarificatory, diba? So people understand. Okay, that's right. Because even if it's 20 per division, per area, per it's still, we're expecting kung mapuno yun 2,420 videos, something like that. Entries. Okay.
Ano pa din? Duguan pa rin talaga yung
Duguan pa rin,
pag-judge.
and the judges will have to sit, and kaya nga, you will not be asked to pay your fees until you are told, okay, pasok kayo sa qualifiers.
Okay, ayun,
Kasi
clear. Good
saka
luck,
kayo
Ate
gagawa.
Sheila.
Yan,
It's a
sila
challenge
Sheila,
pa rin yung judge.
Oo,
Mas
medyo mabusisi yan. Then
mukhang
they will
20 lang, pero marami siya.
they will choose 10 from that, and then top 3 tayo. Then national champion. Pero the video you submit, isa lang. So pag nakapasok kayo sa finals, you will be informed also, wala nang palitan ng video yan. Yun na yun. So you send your best video. So kung gusto nyo, confident kayo, that's what you send. If it conforms to the video rules that we have, then pasok kayo. You think, ito na bibigay ko. Okay, good. Yeah.
Coach
Coach
Randall is
Randall.
raising.
Oh, Randall, go.
Sir, bali wala pong magiging basis yung NCC for, I mean, video-wise, wala munang magiging basis sa NCC for selecting the 20 teams. Tama?
Wala pa. We have a basis, but it's internal. Meaning this is how we're going to choose. So we don't have a basis based on, it's all names, it's all going to be teams. So you don't know. And this is what we had to come out with because kung binuksan namin yan sa lahat, medyo talagang sobrang dami. And it's so hard to judge. So for this competition, the whole you will just parang intent, I want to join this, I want to join that. So we will collect all of that. Yeah.
Opo, sir. So bali, kailan po talaga pwede magpadala ng video? Kasi sir, medyo... Sige po.
Yeah. So this is the application period, right? On the 17th up to the 25th, we will email all of you na, right? And then this is the period, about 3.5 weeks. Then you submit your entries. Okay? So that's and only that time will you submit your entries, then mag-uumpisa na yung judging. That's what it is. So from here, kunyari, July 18, nakapili na kami, na-inform na yung isang team nyo, na-inform na yung isang entry, gawa na siya. Mag-film na siya. Pero before
kasi, sir,
that...
Apo.
Go ahead.
Sige, kasi, sir, from experience, no, since isang taon din ako nagturo ng online sa dance.
Yeah.
Medyo madugo, sir, yung paggawa ng video Kahit na sabihin mong walang filter yon, kahit na ilalapat mo lang sa music. Lalo na to dahil competition to, medyo madugo siya. So
you're saying more time or what?
Yes, and mas maganda if I may suggest na salain through videos. Kasi baka mamaya kasi since since it's a dance competition,
right,
and the essence of it is yung proficiency sa dance. So kung halimbawa we just if we select it by name or by school, then we might miss out some teams na pwedeng 3 or hanggang 5 yung magaling na team.
Right. We will.
Kasi
we will, but our capabilities to judge now. Kasi if sasalayan natin yan, then you're opening up, mas mahaba yung competition process natin. Talagang abot tayo ng December. So,
Kasi
and then
kami,
maybe...
sir, like kami, we might send 5 teams.
I know.
So,
but you won't know which will be
ayun nga po, so hindi kami
forward.
sigurado na papasok yung 5 team. Tama po?
Hindi.
Which I understand, no? That's totally understandable.
Right.
Pero paano ba to i-explain? Ang hirap kasing i-explain na.
No. It's we've gone through this with the core group, no, and that this was what we compromised on for now for this championship.
So
kasi,
it's safer to send 1 team lang. Kasi,
no, not really.
I don't want my kids to get back at me na nag-prepare tayo, coach, hindi naman pala tayo makakasali.
Right. Yeah,
kasi hindi rin tayo mapipili. And walang basis na mapili tayo.
Yeah. So this at this time, this is what we had to come up with. So that's why we said, do not send the video and prepare until we send you qualifying email. Pasok kayo. Kasi, but you understand why.
Pero wala po magiging basis yung kumbaga internal lang po yung
internal, our will be internal because sabi namin, we will pick and choose. We don't know all the teams. We don't know how good they are. We will say, oh, this team magaling, that team magaling. But since it's not 24-man team, right? Sabi mo nang kasi
kaya po
parang
right. So para lang mas maganda yung distribution ng para walang magtatampong bata.
Yeah.
Dahil
I know.
online naman siya eh. So but kumbaga kasi
because it's not easy. Maski na online sabihin natin, it's not easy to go through. Buti kung mga 10 lang ang mag-submit. Pero if you open it up to the nationals, everybody submits. And then we go through each and every one like a qualifier. What the judges will have to do is watch each and every video that's submitted and then judge. So at the rate it is, at 20, we're already looking at 2,400 submissions. And our judges can only judge X amount per day. Di naman full time yan. So it's not easy. It wasn't an easy decision to come by because we knew that we would have to adjust in terms of getting the best of the best for this. Once we're able to look at, and this is very candid, once we're able to fix the process, the proper process where we can look at as many routines as possible within a time frame, then we will open it up to, ang sinasabi mo, submit lang lahat ng videos and then we will judge each. But now, because this is the rule, I mean, this is what we said, kaya natin to.
Ay, hindi sir, hindi ko naman po question yung rules. Don't get me wrong. I'm just asking for clarity. Kasi we know what to do rin. Kasi
the system,
kung ganun yung rule, they will just send one.
Right.
Para hindi rin wasted time for us.
So it's up to you guys.
Okay lang naman kung hindi mapili eh. Pero at least hindi aasa yung yun kasi sir yung worry ko eh yung mga bata mismo. I don't want to break their hearts.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays. Iba mga bata ngayon eh, parang konting offended agad. We are in a world of I'm easily offended.
Right. So I if they're easily offended, then that's unfortunate for us. Right? So sorry na lang kami kasi they're offended, but we're not going to conform to because they're going to be.
No, sir. It's not about you, sir. It's about me as their coach. Kasi ako yung sa kanila eh. So I don't want to bear that na Mahirap kasi matulog sa gabi na masama loob ng mga bata sa'yo.
Yeah, so it's something that we had to look at and compromise because nga of the capability. Kasi kung hindi pa kaya, next time, once we get the operations and the processes faster, then we can improve it as usual. So, but again, this is the competition design that we settled on for now, and then in the future, we can really open it up. Ayaw lang namin
So, sir, it's safer for us. Halimbawa, pag mag-fill in kami ng teams, it's safer for us to start with our routines pag nakuha na namin yung email.
It's safer. Yes. It's safer.
So,
and it's
masiiksi po yung preparation time namin pag ganun.
Yes, you and everybody else. So same lahat kayo.
Opo.
Yeah.
Opo.
So
actually, I'm asking this for all the coaches then.
Oh man. Yes.
I'm not talking about my team lang.
Right. So it's going to be shorter for everybody. But the reason is
yun din ang aking parang nung nakita ko yung dates, kasi nung una hindi ko masyadong tinitingnan yung dates kasi pinoproblema ko pa yung kung papayagan kami na school, no? Pero nakita ko na yung dates, parang ang iksi nung kasi yung
Malapit masyado.
Well, parang 2 weeks lang ba? 3 weeks lang yung gagawa ka ng routine, parang ganon. Kasi like for Lasal kasi parang four categories yung pwede naming salihan na tig-isang team lang yung papadala namin. Kasi all girl pom na group, duo, tapos co-ed duo, tsaka co-ed na group. So kung halimbawa mabigyan kami ng email, mabigyan ka, kasi syempre titingnan mo rin yung worst case at tsaka ino-hope mo rin yung best case.
Right.
Pag email ka na yung 4 na categories na yung kasali kami, ganun ako, boss.
Exciting!
Actually, sir, yun din yung isa sa concern, no? Buti na lang sinabi ni Coach Ramon. Kasi kung halimbawa, maging fortunate ka, swertihin ka, mapili lahat ng entries mo. Sa 4 na linggong yon, hilaw sigurado lahat yung routine. I'm not undermining anyone. Kasi kahit ako yon, sigurado hilaw lahat.
Kasi
never ko masasabi na optimum routine magagawa ko. Kasi mamadaliin mo talaga yun eh.
Kasi syempre mag-tinuro ka, tapos mo sa students mo, syempre pag tinuro mo sa students mo, medyo kanan ba yun o kaliwa?
Kaliwa. Tama.
Ba yung yung kaliwa pa dito, kaliwa dito.
Right.
Tapos sir, from
understand.
experience, may mga students na 10 million times mo lang sinabi, dito sa count 1 ka papasok, sa 8 or sa 2 papasok pa rin. From experience yan, sir. As in, nag-edit ako ng videos.
Kasi naglalaba.
May isang segment akong inedit, mga 3 oras kong inedit yung isang 2-count segment dahil lang hindi talaga mag-swak yung count ng bata. Pero we have been doing that routine for 3 months. So parang, so kung papasok ulit, I feel for Coach Ramon, no? Kasi like ako, I can choose to send only one team.
Right.
I'm just trying to give equal opportunities to all my kids para mas maganda yung output nila through the school year. Pero kunyari, si Coach Ramon, maging 4 nga, tapos mapili lahat yun. Tapos, isi-squeeze in niya yung 2 weeks sa 4 na routine. Condolence, Coach.
Good.
Sabi ko.
Good. Your concerns are valid, of course.
Simple yun, Coach, ha?
So 4 lasal lang. 4 lasal pa lang yun.
Lasal pa lang.
Wife ever.
Di ba, Coach? Coach, may memorial plan ako St. Peter. Bigay ko na lang sa
But sinod sa bahay.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot. We that's the current design, guys. it's not unfortunate. It's just a new challenge, not just for you guys as coaches, but for even the organization. So we've tried different in our discussions. We've tried different scenarios kung ano yung pwede, kung ano yung hindi pwede. So we settled on this as the best option for this year. And like I said, kung gumanda yung process natin, kung okay, then we do it bigger next year. But we can't kasi do it big right now. Medyo mabigat. Yes, man.
Sir, obviously wala na tayong magagawa dun sa napagdesisyonan nyo po, no, na process.
Yeah.
Pero sir, baka pwede natin magawan yung deadline. Baka pwede lang mausog on a later time.
That's
para lang
something
di mamatay si Coach Ramon.
Yeah. That's something that's something I will bring up with the group, the Bashi. We can do that. And we can but maybe but at most what I can promise is another week or so.
It's
if the deadline.
Especially I totally appreciate your input here. Mine is also the same. But we all had to, it was a give and take for the whole group, for all of the members. This is literally the best that we could come up with. But trust me, I really did consider like everybody that it's not easy enough to choreograph as it is face to face. More so when it's virtual. But then also we have to consider then the difficulties of it being virtual. Judging virtually is also difficult logistically. So yun. So
you have to
reading those two things so far, the rules as they are right now in the scheduling is the best we could have come up. But then understanding that parang there is really a strong sentiment about it. Maybe schedule-wise we can look at it again. But then like Boss said, it will not be like much that we can do. Maybe like a week.
Yeah, kasi ang aabot niya ayaw namin umabot until but we can extend. Definitely we can extend.
6 months.
Kasi sir,
6 months.
Kasi sir,
wag naman ganyan.
Kasi sir, di ba, like sa NDC, yung team composition is 16 members, di ba po?
Yeah.
So dahil 4 to 6 members na lang po, minimum natin na pwedeng gawin sa team natin ay 2 or 3, tas maximum is 4. So let's say sa All Girls Senior Hip Hop, we have 7 schools. So if we divide it by 4, 28 teams na agad 'yon.
Right. No, I know. It's not
ng 20.
Right.
That's not even representative of like half of NCR.
Yes.
Ano
lang yun? All Girls Senior Hip Hop lang yun.
No,
yung sumasali sa atin sa
understand from the organizer's point of view. When you submit, saan pupunta yung, for example, just to give you a technical, saan nyo i-upload, what is the storage requirement of, let's say open natin. Di mo twice, 5,000 plus entries at 1 minute and 30 each at high res. Saan mo iso-store yun? Pag storage, how will you judge it? Diba? So, and each judge is judging from their house. So, how will you operate that? So that's one of the concerns we had. To Sheila's credit, she wanted it a little bit longer nga. But we had to look at our scheduling. But again, and I don't know if this is foresight, we have a lot of allowance that we put. So we can extend the deadline as a note, and we can revise the deadline for submission based on but the design is, again, I don't know how we see your point, of course, regarding your teams, and it's really up to you how many teams you want to send, depending on how you manage them. But we cannot have more than 20 per division at this time, right? So that's the best you could come up with right now, because it's not feasible to open it up to the whole Philippines yet. When we're able to do it with the logistics and the capability of the organization. Like, hindi kami pupuntang MOA and hold the nationals kung hindi namin kaya. Right? That's the same thing, because the safety, and we can't bring you a good competition kung ganun lang yun. It's not as simple for the organizing body also. There's a lot more things to consider. But that being said, I think the best we can do right now is maybe extend the deadline for submission. Just an extension.
Sir, suggestion lang yun, ha? Suggestion lang yun, no? Hindi naman po, we're not imposing anything.
Yeah, correct.
I'd like to hear
good suggestion.
what everybody thinks. Because, and then we'll also open our minds to, that's okay also.
That's
okay,
right.
unless anything says
I mean,
it.
it's the 6 months.
Pag next
Ano yan, pre? U-up? Parang ganun tayo mag-prepare for U-up, ha?
14 minutes ba?
Ganun mag-prepare for U-up, 6 months. At least. Para lang walang mahuhulog na delikado. Si Coach Ani, sigurado yan, dahil bandog yan sa FEU before. Pero ako rin sa UP, ang dami ko rin naging aksidente before. Hindi pa ganun kadelikado yun, ha? Puro sayaw lang.
Simple lang yun. So,
simplify
anyway, good suggestion. I think at least speaking for all coaches, I think all coaches and all kahit solo sumali, will agree that an extension is always good with a deadline, right? So we can extend the deadline. Does it mean I don't think our schedule is set in stone naman, right? So that's what we can do. Good. Thank you. Hindi pwedeng 6 months, Ramon. Everybody has...
So parang sinasabi mo, sir, kanina, maximum of 3 weeks na lang talaga. 3 weeks.
No, kanina.
Hindi kayang 1 month?
No, that's right. So we will extend it. Baka pwedeng i-extend yung ano. So do it 1 month, maybe a little bit more. But what we want to avoid kasi is being able to gather all the routines in one place. Kasi pag nagsabay-sabay, for example, pag nagsabay-sabay nag-submit yan, tapos mag-breakdown yung ating, because our process, because storage is kulang and all of that. Tapos mawawala yung ibang videos kasi sobrang dami. Siyempre, the organization will be blamed. Ano ba kayo? Ganyan. Diba? So that's what we want to avoid, and this is what we could handle for now. But definitely we'll extend. I think everybody will be okay with that. Diba, boss? Sheila? You'll be okay with that, right?
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah. Okay. Isa pa tong host. Hi, coaches. Miss you all.
Hi, Coach Evan.
Yeah,
Miss
Coach
you
Evan.
too.
Pahingi cap, Coach Ramon, sabi sa'yo.
Oo nga para saan pa pineflex yan? Giveaway!
Yeah. Evan had to work late tonight, pero syempre nagpaparamdam pa rin siya. Anyway, can we move on? Is there any other comment first? Rans, Ramon, anything? No 6 months.
Buti pa yung bangko, nagpapautang na 6 months.
Gusto mo yung interest.
Yun lang, gusto mo yung interest.
All right. Thank you for your input, coaches. Okay. Well, much appreciated. Sportsmanship. All participants and competitors must exhibit the highest level of sportsmanship before, during, and after the competition. We at the NDC and NCC are very lucky naman that our competitors really adhere to sportsmanship in all of the years. Okay. The same level of sportsmanship is expected from the team, school, family, and other supporters of the team. Number 3, NCC officials can assess a 10-point penalty per occurrence against any team found to have violated the NCC and NDC sportsmanship standards. Multiple sportsmanship infractions can result in disqualification and disbarment of the team from future NCC events. The NCC reserves the right to block any viewer exhibiting unsportsmanlike behavior from the virtual competition and prevent them from accessing the feed again. Yan, very important kasi we're doing a live stream. Grave acts against sportsmanship such as but not limited to sabotage, physical violence, homicide, collusion, libel, stealing, vandalism, untoward incident, internet posts, and the like shall be dealt with the full force of the law after an appropriate investigation is concluded. Okay. Moving on to apparel and accessories. Team costumes can have their schools' teams' names provided they have proof of the school's consent. Okay. The NDC is not liable for the use of any proprietary name as part of the team name or uniform. Hip-hop performers must wear soft or non-marking rubber-soled shoes that cover the entire sole of the foot. Jazz and contemporary performers may wear jazz shoes, boots, soft-soled shoes, or go barefoot. High heels, rollerblades, roller skates, or any other footwear inappropriate for a dance sport is not allowed. Okay, why is this important? Because we are looking out for the safety of the performers. Number 3, inappropriate and vulgar clothing will not be allowed. Emphasis will be on a balance of aesthetic appeal and functionality, taking into consideration the length, fit, and style of the uniform and age appropriateness to its wearer. This applies to both female and male athletes or performers. No cross-dressing is allowed. The focus should be on safety while doing the routine. Any violations will result with a minimum penalty of 10 points per occurrence to a maximum of disqualification, depending on the gravity of the offense. Okay, particulars for the uniform. Skirt, maximum thumb level short. Shorts, buttocks are fully covered and concealed and not skin tone. Top, no cleavage, fully supported and appropriately covered. Appropriate undergarments must be worn by all dancers, both male and female, at all times. And okay, keep in mind that yes,
directress. I wanted to say this. Remember, this is if you are selected and if you go to the finals. It's important because this is going to be live streamed online. So you have to keep that in mind for everybody. And that's one of the reasons, first, for now, we did not include juniors. Kasi online and live. There's a lot of issues with that, data privacy and all of those things. Plus yung parents and kids. Maraming loko-loko online. Alam na po natin yan. So let's keep it clean. And so, we can keep doing this if necessary. Yun lang po.
Yan. Always wholesome. Wholesome ang ating peg. Yan. Removing pieces of clothing during the performance is permitted, provided it is not offensive or out of character. Discarded clothing should be placed outside the performance area, and appropriate undergarments must be worn by all dancers, both male and female, at all times. Any prop that may be attached to the uniform or body is still considered a prop and not apparel. Neoprene, spandex support, sleeves, and the like are allowed. Braces, casts, etc., which are hard and unyielding or have rough edges or surfaces, are prohibited. Cycling and panty shorts cannot be skin-toned, especially virtually. Tights should be worn under hot pants or excessively short shorts. Tattoos of school logos, etc. are not allowed. Any other tattoos, permanent or otherwise, must be covered. And then jewelry as part of the costume is allowed. There. Any questions regarding costume? None? Okay, we'll go to our video and recording rules. Performers should always be in the camera frame at all times. Entire body, including head, legs, feet, arms, and hands, should be seen all throughout the video, even in the traveling parts of the routine. We recommend putting markers on the performance area to ensure that you are in the camera frame at all times. The following devices may be used: phone cameras, DSLR, compact, mirrorless cameras, and video cameras. DSLR example Canon 50D, compact example Sony Cybershot, mirrorless example Fujifilm X-T1, Sony A6000. If you are using action cameras, example GoPros, flat settings must be used. No fisheye mode or super wide mode.
So I want to insert also. Just want to comment. Remember last week, guys, Randall, Ramon, you commented on pag lumampas sa frame, right? So we took that up last Wednesday, and we had decided the difficulty there was to how do you put a range and judge if someone goes out. Do we judge the time that he's out of the frame, the amount of body part out of the frame, and judge accordingly? So after a lot of back and forth, we decided it's easier. Remember si Evan kasi raised that also na parang not everybody has a big space, so baka may gano'n. So we said it's easier for now. Again, I know it's challenging and I know it's limiting for now, but this is what we have to work with. So it's easier for the judges for now to require that it stays, that we have to be in frame, everybody in frame, para lahat equal. So we cannot allow, it's okay to be lampas sa frame, pero yung iba hindi lalampas sa frame. Tapos magreklamo, naglampas siya, kami hindi, things like that. Magiging ganun yung usapan. Okay, Randy. Go.
Ay, sir, so, bali sir, bawal lumapit sa camera.
Hindi bawal lumapit sa camera.
Yan.
Bawal.
As long as all of your body is inside it.
Right. Kunyari, lapit ka, your face. Pero your feet, everything is still in the frame. So, walang lumabas sa frame.
Hindi, ang ibig ko sabihin, sir, kasi, kunyari lang, for dance po. Kasi, sir, iba-iba yung, pag dance ang pag-uusapan, medyo pantay yung, ng cheer sa kanang dance eh. Pero, kasi kunyari, halimbawa lang, mag-finger tap kami. This is for dance po. Kunyari, mag-finger tap kami. So, mas ma-appreciate yung finger tap, makikita yung difficulty ng finger tap pag malapit kami sa camera. Hence, putol kami. Ito lang, kasi syempre, you need to give emphasis sa fingers eh. So, will that be allowed?
No.
Kunyari.
No, coach, sorry.
Pero kasi, yun nga. Kaya
you can you can bend. Maybe you can bend from where you are forward to show. But you cannot.
Sir, kahit
I'm just saying.
Hindi po makikita eh.
Right. I'm just saying that.
Kaya po sir, tinatanong ko para po clear pag gagawa kami ng routine. Kasi kunyari, nag-popping kami, mahirap po makita yung mga press nose pag malayo.
Right.
Versus yung ganito o kalapit, kita mo yung press nose ko kasi malapit ako eh. Pero pagka malayo ako, parang ano kaya ginagawa nun? Para siyang naggagaganong-ganon lang. So, hindi para rin makadiskarte yung
right. Yeah. So we decided, yun na nga eh, that's why it was a lot of back and forth also. Tama naman ang sinasabi mo, lalo na pag-dance. Kasi, but when we met this week, with regards to all of the concerns, sabi namin, it's hard for the judges to determine exactly what to judge and what's to be allowed or not. Kasi kung iba allowed like that, tapos the other team's copy, what's the range? Meaning, what are the parameters?
Hindi
So
kasi,
for
sir,
now,
opo. Ang ano ko lang kasi doon, sir, since it's a dance competition, if strength ng isang team yung finger tutting or tutting, hindi nila masyado mapapakita kung masyado malayo.
right. Understand.
Kung kasi ano naman yun it will boil down dun sa risk na yun na iti-take ng team.
Right.
Kung lalapit siya o hindi. Kasi like ako, kung halimbawa, kung dancer ako, tapos for impression purposes or for overall impression purposes, I play with the camera, pwede yon as long as unfiltered. Walang editing, walang cut. Whatsoever. Kaya sir, tinanong ko lang sir yung sa ganon. Kasi may mga teams na magaling doon.
Right.
So parang, syempre sir, ako as part of Team Pilipinas and siguro NCC na rin kasi matagal naman na tayo sa NCC. Syempre gusto rin natin yung best teams, yung mapakita ng mga teams yung pinaka mapapakita nila kasi ano rin naman yun ano rin yun for NCC as a credible institution na nag-hold ng competition. Yun lang naman ako, sir. Kaya tinatanong ko rin, sir, yung mga ganun. Ngayon, kung kailangan talaga kita, so kung tumalon ako, Coach Sheila, sa locking, nag-lock ako, tapos medyo may jump, lumagpas yung kamay ko, paano mangyayari doon? Paano mangyayari? May deduction na mangyayari.
Disqualified yun.
Disqualified agad?
Oo. So far, dun sa
disqualified agad?
I think, oo. Kasi sa rules, ganun siya.
Okay.
Yeah, tsaka at least you can record it again, diba? I mean, you're supposed to send your best video. Okay. So at least alam natin. So again, don't basta we do it correctly this time. We will hold a bigger and wider one next time. Okay, next.
Okay. Camera orientation must be landscape at all times. But, of course, syempre makakrop siya if you put it in the final. Camera should be positioned straight and center in a stationary manner. No other camera angles allowed. No zooming in and out. No panning from side to side. A tip is lock all settings such as exposure, focus, and white balance before shooting your routine. Final video submission should be 1080p resolution at 24 FPS and 16:9 aspect ratio, rendered in H.264 compression and .mp4 or MOV format. File should not exceed 1 GB file size. All routines should be filmed continuously. No cuts, transitions, and other effects or editing allowed. Ensure that the routine is recorded in a well-lit environment. No special effects, lighting effects, sound effects, overlays, or any filters, including green screens and background, and the like are allowed during actual filming and post-production of the video submission. No strobe lights, mood lighting, spotlights, or smoke machines, and the like are allowed. Backgrounds should be plain with no logos or branding, etc. It should not be distracting, as the highlight of the video should be the routine. No distractions, either visually, like moving persons, pets, unnecessary objects, etc., or walking in the frame, or any noise outside of the routine, music during filming of the video routine.
Yun ang sinasabi ko, Annie. Pag nag-submit sila ng lumang video, baka may mga aso sila, may ganyan sila. So
yun pala yung no lighting effects and all. So
kasi
papasok yun dito. So kailangan tong portion na to, sir, aral na aral ng mga coach. Kasi 'di ba, usually pag dance video, may mga angles yan different angles, may editing, naglalapat ng music para mas malinaw yung dating ng So this time, no editing. As in raw siya na view. Parang
One
judge view.
One
one shot.
shot.
Na,
Yeah,
ayun.
kasi so if kasi you do editing, labanan ng editing. Right? Editing plus routine. So that's what we're trying to avoid. Kasi yung mga iba, wala namang access sa editing, lalo na mga probinsya, mga ganun. So we want it as sort of a level playing field. But understand that dance, we know that dance is very creative and very, so once again, promise you're hearing it here. We understand the creative output of what you need to be able to parang to show the talents and skills of all our community. And once we're able to get our operations and processes fine-tuned, then we can do that. So right now, we're sort of limiting it. Parang kumbaga level rules dito lang muna para sure kami na kaya natin gawin. Then after that, bubuksan na. Right? Okay. Sheila.
Okay. Number 12, audio track or routine music should be overlaid for the final video submission. Yon, that's the edit that we are allowing. Para clear yung sound.
But also the crop of, di ba si Randall was asking last week, ka-crop niya para pantay-pantay lahat. Di ba?
Oh, that's okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Kasi ano naman yun one shot pa rin naman yung the take of the performer is still one shot. It's not like in the middle of it, he cropped it. Ayan, he made something bigger. Hindi naman siya ganun. Yan. Here are the grids for the submissions for duo grid. Yan. Side by side. And then for team of 4, there's a 4 square. And then team of 5, you can have 2 on top, 3 at the bottom, or the reverse, 3 on top and 2 at the bottom. And then for 6, yan, 6 across, 3 up and 3 below. As a tip, the NCC recommends no borders. A downloadable grid template will also be provided for your use. Any submission that does not meet the minimum specifications required will result in the disqualification of your entry from the competition. Performance area. Performance area should be devoid of any obstructions and should not be slippery. The NDC strongly suggests the use of wooden floors, vinyl, dance mats, and the like to ensure safety while performing. Ensure that there is enough space in your performance area to execute the routine safely. And there's no penalty for stepping outside the physical performance area. Routine timing. Solo, the minimum length of the performance is 1 minute 20 seconds. And the maximum length is 1 minute 30 seconds. For group, the minimum length of performance is 1 minute 45 seconds. And the maximum length is 2 minutes. A penalty of 5 points will be given for every lack or excess of 5 seconds and a fraction thereof. Timing will begin with the first organized movement of the dance, or the first note of music, and will end with the last beat of the music or exit from the performance floor. Music. Performance music must adhere to the standards and practices of the official NDC rules and regulations. The music must be of good quality, as this could affect the scoring by the judges. Profane, vulgar, suggestive, offensive, and inappropriate language is strictly prohibited. Such language should be edited out of the routine music. A penalty of 10 points per occurrence will be given to teams whose music has this content or anything that may be construed as of the above. Music copyright. The NDC is not responsible nor liable for music that teams use. It is the team's responsibility to secure all required copyrights should it be necessary. In case the routines are streamed live, the competition will be subjected to the rules and regulations of the platform. Note that your music might be muted. The NCC highly recommends for each team to check YouTube and Facebook music rights rules and regulations. Yes. Go, boss.
I wanted to ask Randall and Ramon. Di ba meron kayong mga, like I've seen videos of Holy Spirit dancing. Hindi ba minumute ng Facebook yun?
Sir, depende sa music eh.
Hmm.
Kasi pag yung music, sikat, hahabulin siya for sure, i-mute. Kasi yung copyright infringement. Kasi syempre, ang assumption nila lagi, pagkakakitaan mo yung video mo. Kasi di ba uso na ngayon yun?
Right.
So sir, ang suggestion ko po doon, kasi I'm sure the teams na sasali will use popular music.
Right.
Or kahit luma na music, pero kung super sikat yung artist, kunyari, Michael Jackson ka, patay na siya, pero yung music niya hanggang ngayon, buhay pa rin. Baka ma-copyright kayo, baka ma-copyright siya, para baka ma-mute siya. So sir, ang ginagawa po sir ng mga teams or ng mga nagpo-put up ng video, binabawasan nila ng isang key yung pitch.
Oh,
speed, pero mas mababa po yung pitch para hindi na po siya original music. Parang lalabas cover song na lang siya. Or binibilisan po yung video. Basta hindi po swak na swak dun sa
algorithm.
Opo.
Right.
Kasi
So hindi ba huli?
Sa Miriam eh.
But this one, have you ever experienced having a live competition, a dance online? Or recorded siya then put up online?
Sir, yung ganun sir, wala pa. Pero sir, feeling ko kasi sir, may mechanism sila na detect nila agad eh. Pag detect po nila agad yun, sigurado po may mute nila.
Yeah, we're studying it now. And then kasi sa live judging, when we put it up, okay lang ma-mute basta hindi maputol yung feed, di ba? Yun lang naman yun.
Pangit sir yung manunood nung live, di nila ma-appreciate yung routine kasi walang music. Sir, yung ginagawa po sir nung, di ba sir, yung Sayawata, nag-guest kami sa mga benefit shows ngayon kahit online. Kahit sir yung mga videos namin na piniplay sa live stream na yon, it's either bibilisan po nila ng konti or most of the time, binabago po nila yung pitch ng kanta, pinapababa or pinapataas para lang po ma-play. Kasi sir, kahit live stream, basta ma-detect, i-mute talaga yan, sir.
Right.
Sobrang strict po.
That's why. So we're trying to work around that because licensing fees are very expensive. Lalo na pag online. So that's different. So let's see how we So we just put this thing. I just wanted
ano nyo dyan, non-copyright ang gamitin o kasi ang hirap din maghanap ng copyright na maganda ang
Oo nga.
Magandang quality, no?
Maganda yung lahat. Kumbaga, maganda yung pagkatira. Kasi boss, sa YouTube, ang experience ko sa copyright naman, may mga songs, lalo na yung sa experience ko, lalo na yung mga Lady Gaga na songs. Pitch, +10 ko na, -10 ko na, minumute pa rin. So, parang nawala lang yung yung copyright sa kanya nung parang 2 beses ko siyang +10. So, +20 yung pitch.
Wow.
Yung chipmunks na yung kumakanta, gano'n.
Diyos ko, si Lady Gaga, chipmunk.
Gaga, sobrang nung music niya, kapit na kapit yung copyright kay Lady Gaga. Sa naman, live naman, parang may naririnig naman ako na parang pag live, hindi siya ganun na-mute. Pero once na, di ba pag nag-live ka, automatic nare-record yon doon pa lang siya ma-mute. Pero sa live yata parang, ewan ko, sa naririnig ko parang hindi naman siya naka-copyright. Parang gano'n.
Yeah. Ito, sabi ni Faye, also po anything under Disney, dali po nilang i-mute. Magaling yung Disney magkano.
Oo, kasi
Oo nga, Coach Ramon, pagka live po, tuloy-tuloy yung mga sounds. Pero, yun nga, pagka binalikan mo
Pero
na yung
pagka
video na recorded, muted
pag
na yung
pinost
mga
mo na yung
portion.
live, no, Coach Annie, pag
Ah,
pinost mo na yung
yes.
live, tapos lalagyan mo ng
Dun na
recorded
yung walang
earlier, doon ka nanganganga.
Oo,
Oh,
correct.
yun sir, tama, ganun po. Opo
Ano
sir,
na
ganun po.
tayo, sign language.
Doon na yan magkakatalo. Kaya yung
Yeah.
iba sir,
So,
ginagawa nila, binabawasan nila yung pitch kasi kung ipopost nila mamaya-maya, sigurado mapuputol yun eh. Kaya gagawa na nila ng paraan po.
yeah.
Tapos, just to add, no, may mga ano naman ako, 'di ba, NBA. So may mga nagpapa-live ng NBA, yung mga napaka-pogi mo, mga ganon. Sana all, mga ganon. Pag ang ginagawa kasi nila pag time out, nagpapa-mute sila. Pero sobrang
Right.
luma. Kaya daw ganon is because pag bago yung parang plinay nila sa live stream, baka ma-mute sila, parang ganon. Merong, kumbaga, talagang dapat alamin nyo, boss, kung ano ba talaga. Kasi,
Yeah.
naririnig na mute.
It's like tricking the algorithm of Facebook. Parang hinahabol ka ng pulis, dito ka tatago, pag palapit na siya, dito ka na, di ba? So, medyo mabusisi yun. But I would recommend, I don't know where you can get, syempre may mga free music. Hindi lang maybe music that you like. Hindi siya yung popular tunes, but there are libraries that you can download na free music. But any case naman, it's going to be live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. So talagang mahuli nila. Any case, let's see how it goes. Sayang nga lang, sabi ni Randall, hindi maganda yung live kung walang music. Hindi, parang naka-mute ka lang pero sumasayaw siya.
Hindi, sir.
Pero,
pag live, may music. Pag live, may music, hindi siya mabablock. Lalo na kung live mo siyang ipepresent.
Pagka sir, pinost nyo ulit.
Pag archive, wala na.
Opo.
Kapag yung tipong mga hindi nakanood ng live, babalikan na nila yung recorded video. Yun na, mamumute na siya. Depende sa klase ng music. Yun nga po yung sinasabi kanina. Pero in Facebook kasi, sir, nagno-notify, may mga instances na nagno-notify si Facebook na portion of your video is being muted due to copyright. May i-click ka lang na you agree with this, you agree with that. Then, mare-restore yung audio. May mga ganun pong pangyayari. Ayun po. Pero pag live, wala naman tayong magiging problema. Tutunog at tutunog siya.
Okay, so may comment dito si Jake. Jake Duquiatan. Jake Edward Duquiatan. May time po na nagsesend sila ng after ng live na notifications na may copyright music na nagpapatugtog during live. May choices kung i-mute yung video o buong video. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jake. Thank you for that comment. We'll see. Kasi there was one time, sabi nga ni Anya, sa umpisa ng ating Peptalk, last year, May of last year, our second episode, na-cut yung buong feed kasi may plinay akong video na copyrighted. So, pero hindi nila minute, kinat nila yung buong feed. So, we had to come on again. So, I hope, let's see, I don't know how that will, we'll try. Okay, let's continue.
Props and equipment. A prop can be anything that is used to dance with that is not attached to the performer's costume. Items that can be worn as clothing are not considered props. If these articles of clothing are taken off and danced with, then these can become props. Props are small, handheld, and wearable, are allowed in both categories. These may be moved and discarded from the body. Large freestanding props like chairs, ladders, trampolines, stools, boxes, benches, stairs, bars, etc. are not allowed. Wearable articles that may impede vision, movement, or may be deemed potentially injurious to the wearer or to the wearer are not permitted. Any height-increasing apparatus used to propel a competitor is prohibited. Any team that does not adhere to the terms and procedures of these rules and regulations will be subject to disqualification from the competition, will automatically forfeit any right to prizes or awards presented by the competition, and may also forfeit the opportunity to participate the following year. Okay, technical rules. Scoring information. A minimum of 3 judges will score each routine. The judges may score on a half-point system, for example, 40.5 points. The total number of possible points for each routine is a maximum of 300 points, given that there are 3 judges. A penalty of 10 points will be deducted per occurrence for inappropriate choreography, music, language, uniforms, or costumings. A routine including choreography, music selection, and outfitting should be suitable for family viewing and listening. Always think that an 8-year-old might be watching your routines. A tabulator will compute final scores based on judges' scoring, including deductions and penalties based on the NDC dance rules. Tiebreakers are left up to the discretion of the judging panel. The head judge reserves the right to decide on any and all contentious scoring and interpretation of the rules and regulations of the NDC. All judging and rule interpretation decisions are final. So we're going to the judging criteria for the hip-hop category group. Overall effect, overall impression, routine energy and dynamism, costume and music, 10. Communication and projection, 10. Expression and emotion throughout the routine, showmanship and confidence. And then choreography, for a total of 30, involves creativity, difficulty, musicality for 10 points each. Technique, execution of authentic hip-hop street style, 10. Execution of movement, 10. Under this is placement, control, clarity, strength, and completion. Execution of skill, placement, control, extension, strength, and completion. And group execution, synchronization with music, and uniformity of movement, both 10 for a total of 100. Judging criteria for the hip-hop category, solo. Overall impression, 10. Communication and projection, 10. Choreography, creativity, 15. Difficulty, 15. Musicality, 10. Technique, execution of authentic hip-hop street style, 15. Execution of movement, 15. Execution of skill, 10. For a total of 100. Judging criteria for the jazz and contemporary category for the group. Overall effect, overall impression, 10. Communication and projection, 10. Choreography, creativity, 10. Difficulty, 10. Musicality, 10. For technique, execution of style, 10. Execution of movement, 10. Execution of skill, 10. Under group execution, synchronization with music, 10. Uniformity of movement, 10. The judging criteria for the jazz and contemporary category, solo. Overall effect, overall impression, 10. Communication and projection, 10. Under choreography, creativity, 15. Difficulty, 15. Musicality, 10. Technique, execution of style, 15. Execution of movement, 15. Execution of skill, 10. For a total of 100. Under penalties and deductions, there is a 10-point penalty for not meeting the NDC's performance requirements, violating the NDC's rules, unless there is a designated point value associated with a particular rule. Inappropriate movements, music, language, including music, uniform, wardrobe. Wardrobe malfunction leading to exposed body parts where safety is a concern. And routine timing violations. Yeah. Okay. Moving forward. interpretations and or rulings, any interpretation of any aspect of these rules and regulations, or any decision involving any other aspect of the competition will be rendered by the Rules Committee. The Rules Committee will render a judgment in an effort to ensure that the competition proceeds in a manner consistent with the general spirit and goals of the competition. The Rules Committee will consist of the competition director, head judge, and a designated competition official. Finality of decisions. By participating in this championship, each team agrees that all decisions by the judges are deemed final. Reviews and corrections shall also be at the sole discretion of the judging committee. Clarificatory questions and issues shall be addressed at the discretion of the same. Each team acknowledges the necessity for the judges to make a prompt and fair decision in this competition, and each team therefore expressly waives any legal, equitable, administrative, or procedural review of such decisions. Regarding videotaping of the event, videotaping of the National Dance Championship, Senior, and Advanced Dance Program for commercial purposes is not permitted. The NDC holds the sole copyright to any reproduction. The categories for the NDC are as follows: hip-hop, incorporates street-style influenced movements and rhythms, street dance, funk, freestyle, b-boy, breakdance, etc., with an emphasis on execution, style, creativity, body isolations and control, rhythm, uniformity, and musical interpretation. There is also an additional focus on athletic incorporations such as jumps, stalls, and other tricks. Jazz incorporates traditional jazz, stylized dance movements and combinations, formation changes, group work, and technical elements. Emphasis must be on proper technical execution, extension, control, body placement, style, and continuity of movement, along with team uniformity. The overall impression of the routine should be up-tempo, lively, and energetic. Contemporary, a style of expressing dance that combines elements of several dance genres, including modern, jazz, lyrical, and classical ballet. Emphasis must be on fluid dance movements, the level of the dance movements carried out, as well as the themes and storyline. The story, the building of a plot is possible, but not so much emphasized here, as for example, for show dance. It is primarily about pictures or moods. High choreography. Suggestive, offensive, or vulgar choreography is prohibited. Choreography should be appropriate for all audience members. Vulgar or suggestive material is defined as any movement or choreography implying something improper or indecent, appearing offensive or sexual in content, and or relaying lewd or profane gestures or implications. A minimum of 10-point penalty per occurrence will be assessed for violations with a maximum of disqualification depending on the discretion of the judges. Note that a story, theme, idea, or concept used in routines for NDC competitions must always be in good taste and be acceptable to viewing by all ages. No cheers or chants are allowed. For tumbling and tricks, tumbling is allowed in all categories as long as one hand, foot, or body part remains in constant contact with the performance surface. These skills may be performed individually or as part of a combination. Airborne skills involving hip overhead rotation are not allowed. Exception, aerial cartwheels are allowed. Tumbling while holding props is not allowed, except for forward and backward rolls. Drops including but not limited to knee, seat, thigh, front, back, and split drops from a jump, stunt, airborne, or inverted position are prohibited unless the majority of the weight is first borne on the hands or feet, which breaks the impact of the drop. Okay, allowed. Forward, backward rolls, shoulder rolls, headstands, handstands, back bends, front or back walkovers, stalls, head spins, windmills, kip up, cartwheels, aerials. Not allowed are dive rolls, round-offs, front handspring, back handsprings, front tuck, back tucks, side somi, layouts. Those with the asterisk are allowed only for the hip-hop division. The hip overhead rotation must involve hand support with at least one hand while passing through the inverted position. There. That's it.
Okay, good. I think it's pretty much standard. You can download, of course, lahat ng tao dito, you can download the rule book from our website. But there's a question before Randall's question. We will read first a question. Annie?
All right. The question is, may required skills po ba na need per division? Like how many pirouette turns, splits, jumps, batma, tumblings, etc. Thank you, coaches. Ayun po.
There are
From
no...
Jake. From Jake Laquita.
Thank you for your question. There are no required minimum number of skills for the routine. So you are creatively untethered.
Untethered. I like that name. Okay. Randall. Si Randall and Ramon, parang sarap kumain. Nakain. Sige.
Ando, sir, umunguya lang ako, sir, pero walang laman yung bibig ko. Hindi,
Yeah,
sir, yung tanong ko lang, sir.
From the rules?
Kasi, yung nakita ko dun sa, sinabi ni Ma'am Sheila na, yung pagpo-post ng mga videos, NCC may hawak ng mga videos, Coach Sheila, di ba? Dun sa rules kanina.
That's for that's the whole show, Coach.
Pero Coach, yung mismong video namin, pwede naman naming i-repost yun sa mga social media accounts
yes,
namin.
Coach. Yes, Coach. It's I think that rule is for the
in general po. Bawal gamit, bawal yung kumbaga pwede mong i-repost pero bawal mong pagkakitaan.
No, actually that routine that you submit, sa inyo pa rin yun. You have all the rights to that. That routine is yours. So, kung gusto mong pagkakitaan yung routine nyo, pwede rin. It's up to you. Pero parang yun yung submission sa amin. So, we can put it in shows, we can put it in the live stream, gano'n. So, pero kung gusto nyo, pero you own that, that's still your routine.
Apo. Yayaman lang dun, sir, yung artist. Wala kayong makukuha dun, sir. Honestly, yayaman lang dun yung artist. Kami pagod lang.
It's a brand new world, no? All of those things, all of these
sir,
things.
Kailangan marami po, sir, marami pang requirements yun, makipag-usap ka sa artist, pero yung royalty hatian, parang luging-lugi ka. So kailangan passion mo talaga siya.
Hindi talaga.
Hindi po talaga.
Parang ito lang, cheer and dance talaga. Passion lang talaga. Yan, si Jake.
For isang kanta.
Jake Laquita. Thank you, Coach, from Pateros Technological College. Nice to meet you, Jake. Hope you can apply starting tonight. And guys, this is not this is just the start of our virtual. Syempre, gusto natin na it goes back to normal. Everything goes back to normal, and we're all together in one. But circumstances and things going around the world now might force us to have virtual competitions for the next year or maybe two. And so as long as we perfect it, and believe me, what your concerns are justified and correct, and we want to address those, and we want to give you guys the freedom to be able to send. It's just the processes that we're trying to figure out. Para hindi naman kayo lugi, diba, in those terms. So Hila, okay. So this current rule book is already uploaded on our website, Sheila, diba? So everybody can go on the website, go on the rules, click on the icon for National Dance, and download it, and then go through all of it yourself. So again, we are also with the schedule, as brought up by Randall and Ramon. The schedule will be most probably be extended naman. So we will try to extend it. No, not 6 months. We will try to extend it for us for as long as we can para yung mga judges are able to look at all of these things. Ito, just to show you as an example, Jonel Abaton, local coaches interested to join from Batak Junior College, Ilocos North.
You are very much welcome to join.
Yes, so make sure, Jonel, kahit yung mga coaches pwede sumali. Actually, dapat may coaches category tayo next time. Coaches solo category. Kasama itong mga coaches
dancing
natin.
Mama. May division ba na dancing
mama? May showdown ng coaches, lahat ng coaches sa CR.
O kaya nasa car park.
Yeah, if we this, because of course we're talking here online, pero if we're able to do this, the national dance will have its own schedule even later on. So because there's so much more that we haven't been able to tap yet in the terms of world of dance, diba? And Sheila would know this also. We want that we wanted to sort of give it an identity all its own, because kaya with the dance. So it's good. It's gonna be fun. Any other issues, Randall, Ramon? So far, hindi. Yeah, Ramon says 5 months now. Hindi pwede. 5 months.
But thank you for your insights. You're very welcome. Even if it's a dissenting opinion, we welcome it, because how else can you think of new ideas? Yeah.
Right. And it's good. It helps us and of course itong Randall and Ramon have been part of our family for a long time. Too long. I think si Randall original pa yan sa NCC. Talaga.
Legend na yan, sir. The legend
matagal na yan.
Since 2010.
6, di ba?
2006.
6.
Team Pilipinas pala nasa isip ko, sir. Team Pilipinas.
Yes, Team Pilipinas 2010, 2006, NCC.
2006.
Holy Spirit.
Araneta Coliseum.
Walang high school and college lang divisions.
Walang 5 teams for high school, 5 teams for college.
That's the very
original. What I don't have is pictures of the coaches during that time. So if you have a picture of NCC.
Wala ko rin, sir. Wala rin ako eh.
Alam mo, wala akong
kasi lang, yung video lang ninyo. Yung lang sinishare ko lagi.
Oo nga. Wala tayong. Yeah, kasi when we started, wala rin akong, I didn't know how to do this. So, bahala na si Batman.
Siyempre, ang concern lang nun, compet eh.
Compet.
May intermission kami. Tapos, diba? May banda pa kayo nagpe-play.
May banda. Bago mag-college.
Bloomfields.
Bloomfields. Parang Beatles ang tira.
Yes.
Hindi pa sila
Yeah,
kasi meron pang parang rhythmic, sir. Parang may nag-perform pa na parang rhythmic.
Yes, rhythmic gymnastics.
Meron pa.
From Gap yun.
Opo.
Can you imagine?
Tapos ang pinaka naalala ko dun si Ana of Poveda. Di ba may out of bounds nun? Pero nagland yung full twist niya, sir. Siguro millimeters out of bounds na siya. Pero she landed it so well na talagang nag-stick, di talaga gumalaw. Parang ko, what happened? Pero nakita ko yung focus niya na nagland ng hindi talaga umalog. Sabi ko, talo na tayo. Sa loob-loob ko lang sana, mag-perform ng maganda yung homie. Yun na lang yung concern ko kasi alam ko talo na eh. Nung nakita ko yung ano niya, sabi ko, ay, ang galing naman, no? Parang wala lang.
Yeah, that was the first for everybody, lalo na ako, organizing it. Wait, si Alex may, Alex tuloy, Archie, Maris, may question daw si Archie. O yan, sabi ni Faye, Ana, my idol. Sabi ni Faye, yeah.
Ganda ng posing ni Coach Archie dun ah.
Oo nga. Coach Archie, may question ka? Babasahin
ni Coach Archie, Coach Ramon.
Babasahin ni Annie. No, and I remember this is something
What's
I don't know.
What's your question, Coach?
Yeah, si Archie, wala pa. Hindi pa niya pinapadala.
It's
Alam
there
mo nangyari?
comments.
Saan?
I will read it.
Ginagaya ko lang yung post ni Coach Archie.
Yan.
Gayahin mo. Basahin mo. Annie, go.
Ayan.
Ay,
From
mali
Archie
yung
Cecil
post.
Maris.
Masyado makita.
So, I have a question. Well, one of the uso sa mga dance groups today is yung open style choreography. Was called urban before. Is that fine without any other authentic hip-hop elements or kailangan meron talaga?
Yung the urban is accepted in the, if you will enter that in the hip hop category, yes, it will be accepted. It will be judged also. If ever yung sa technique, execution of authentic hip hop styles, baka doon magkaroon na ng challenge for the scoring. But
Actually,
it can, but yeah. Go, Coach Andel.
Actually, ang any choreography na hindi mo ma-determine ang specific style will fall under choreography. Yung urban kasi ngayon parang hindi, yung urban kasi sir hindi na siya ginagamit kasi hindi maganda yung origin nun, yung root nun hindi maganda. So yung mga choreographers sa States parang ginagawa nila, actually but medyo matagal na pero pinupush nila na hindi na gamitin yung term na urban. Kasi para hindi siya
derogatory.
Walang derogatorying magaganap sa ibang Opo, hindi po siya hindi racist ganun. Opo, wala pong negative connotation.
Right.
So,
okay.
ang mahirap lang talaga sa urban kailangan, just like any style, kailangan, mataas yung proficiency. Kasi, kumbaga, naglocking ka nga, pero hilaw naman. Edi, may laban pa rin yung urban na maganda yung tira. Wala naman yun sa style.
So, I have a question, Coach.
Kasi also, in sorry, boss, can I just say, also, unlike, HHI, di ba may requirement ko ilang styles of hip-hop? Oo. Sa NDC, wala. So,
Buti na lang.
Yes,
meron, mas mahirap.
Okay na tayo dun, di ba? Kasi mahirap nga. I mean, there,
wag nyo nang i-require.
Hindi talaga. Wala, hindi talaga. Especially in virtual, hindi talaga.
Wag nyo nang i-require. Wag nyo nang pasakitin pa.
Hindi.
Yung HHI ba, Randall, Ramon, walang competition? Wala silang
wala.
virtual?
Sir, magkakaroon sila, pero kasi si HHI Philippines, hindi po mag-hold ng competitions kasi natatakot sila na baka mamaya, pagka in-open nila, syempre yung mga teams, sabik na sabik yan mag-meet at magsayaw together, mag-meet at mag-meet yan. Opo. So, iniiwasan po ni HHI Philippines yun. So, alam ko po si US magpapa-online. May online din sila for November yata. Opo.
Pero
kasi sir, yung ibang bansa po kasi pwede na eh.
Yeah.
Tayo sir, medyo hindi naman malayo, pero mahaba-haba pa yung natin para makapag face to face. So ngayon magulo
lang tayo. Sabihin na natin, magulo lang talaga. Magulo lang talaga lahat.
Sir, hindi magulo, mabagal. Hindi naman dapat magulo eh. Kaya lang may kanya-kanya kasing agenda eh. Sige.
Oo nga, magulo. Tapos may election pa next year. Diyos ko. Ay, nako.
Sir.
Thank you na lang.
Your question, Coach Archie.
Thanks, Archie. Okay yung
Thanks, Coach Archie.
Okay lang yung picture mo dyan. Maganda yung picture mo. Yan. Michael Jackson nga yung dating, di ba?
Joke lang, Coach Archie,
Thanks, Coach Archie.
Okay, good. So I wanted to ask also before we sort of close the show. So, syempre, when you say, can you tell if someone is doing open style and hip hop? Can you tell on the onset na parang, ginagawa niya open style?
Yes, sir.
Kasi
right away.
Meron
Yes,
siya
right
mga
away.
hallmarks eh. Yung mga genres,
Right
meron
away.
silang hallmark. So, kunyari, like yung mga nakalagay dun sa sa hip-hop, iba yung itsura ng breakdancing, sa pop locking. So, alam mo siya talaga na, iba na to. Ito yung ginawa niya, ito yung ginawa niya. Talagang ma-identify mo siya.
Okay.
Kita sir agad. Minsan di pa sumasayaw sa suot pa lang alam mo na yung gagawing style.
Talaga?
Opo.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Interesting, So you can really tell. So let's say, and I wanted to ask to close, Yeah, nag-close up na si Ramon. Violation yon, Ramon. Masyado kang close up. So,
Sir, para hindi ako ma-violate, sandali lang po para hindi po ako ma-penalty.
Yan. Ganyan.
Putol pa rin yung paa mo.
Pagtatalon ka, umatras ka.
Para lang po walang deduction. Baka ma-deductionan ako eh.
Yan. May comment yan. Si Jillian. Si Jillian. Hi, Jill. Yes po, was each style is a certificate of vocabulary, steps, and combos. Yan.
Jillian, malupit.
Malupit yan si Jillian. I
Ayan.
like Jillian.
Chill and dance yan to Jillian.
See you soon, Jill. So I wanted to ask if you were to make, let's say, after this nationals, after this NDC, if you were to design a competition, what would be your video rules? Yeah, I'm going to throw it back to you, Randall Ramon. What would be your video rules and editing rules if ever you were to put up, like, say, a dance competition?
Go, pre, ikaw muna.
Ako muna. Okay.
Yeah, we're just brainstorming lang tayo.
Ako sir,
Sheila, you can also join in case.
Ako sir, bawal lang po yung editing. Yun lang po. Bawal lang po yung editing.
Pero you can have multiple cameras, gano'n? You want?
Hindi po. Isang camera lang din po. One camera angle lang, sa harap lang.
Angle lang.
Okay.
Isang camera angle lang, tapos walang filter, walang editing po.
Okay.
Pwede mong ayusin ng konti yung lights. Kasi
brighter, just make it bright.
Para lang malinaw po yung routine.
Right.
Para hindi naman mahirapan yung judge. Pero sir, yun lang po yung basta wala lang editing. Tapos walang lalabas ng screen.
Okay.
Kasi malay ko ba kung nagpahinga ka muna ng 2 oras bago ka pumasok. although
Pasok ko na lang sa last 2/8, no?
Although dahil wala namang editing, hindi rin siya makakapagpahinga ng 2 hours sa labas.
No, sorry, you're assuming a whole team.
Apo.
Mahirap
You're
din,
assuming
Coach
a whole
Randall,
thing.
yung lumabas, tapos pagbalik, ibang tao na.
Diba? Yung aminin mo, Ani, basta mandaraya, gagawin lahat yan.
Tama ka dyan. Lalo na pagpaguran na.
Oo.
Para team power as beginning to end.
Hindi, paano kung kambal? Pag kambal kasi, hindi mo na mahahalata yun.
Oo.
Yung ang ganun. Sabi ko sa kanila, parang isang kinopy-paste lang isa sa inyo.
Kasi sir, kasi sir, ganito sir, no? May ano po may lahat po sir ng angles po may risk kasi. Kunyari, if you go, kita lahat yung katawan mo, pero ang gumagalaw lang sa'yo is puro arms, hindi masyado makikita. Ngayon, kung hindi masyado makikita versus kung ilalapit mo ng konti, nabibigyan mo ng emphasis yung arms mo lang.
Right.
Ngayon, kung masyado ka namang magalaw, buong katawan mo gumagalaw, tapos malapit ka naman sa video, hindi rin mag-work yun for you kasi hindi nakikita yung dapat makita na makakatulong sa sayaw mo. So kaya ako sir, parang isang ano lang siya, basta sir walang editing. Walang editing, isang frame lang, steady shot lang. Bahala ka kung paano ka gagalaw sa camera. Para sir hindi mare-restrict. Para sir kasi sir ang hirap na nga sir ng ang hirap na sir nung virtual ka na tapos yung creativity mo mapuputol pa. Kasi like may mga dancers sir na kaya nilang pagalawin yung kilay nila, nagwe-wave. So sir kung ako yes sir, wow. Jack Black can do that. Ginawa niya yun sa School of Rock. Jack Black can do that. Eh hindi siya dancer.
Kaya mo rin yan.
Hindi sir, hindi ko siya kaya. Kaya ko lang gumanyan. pero sir, ang point ko lang sir, and I'm sure Coach Ramon and Coach Sheila and Coach Annie will agree, kung ako yung choreographer, tapos may ganun akong magaling na dancer, I can start with that. Kilay lang muna, creativity kagad, panalo ka na dun eh. Tapos lalabas sa konti-unti. Doon pa lang panalo ka na eh. Kasi meron kayo papakita na hindi magagawa ng kalaban mo. So, kaya ako sir natanong yung mga ganun-ganon. Kasi di naman ako marunong mag-finger tat. Kita mo ganun-ganon lang ginawa ko. Hindi ko na ako marunong mag-finger tat eh. Pero
but let's say, camera placement. Let's say, pwede na mag-practice together yung mga schools pero walang big events, right? So we can do another virtual pero magkasama na. So, ano yung angulo ng camera? And how high should it be and angled towards the team or same level or what do you think?
Dapat sir same level.
Hindi mo makikita yung sa likod. Formation.
Sir, ganun din naman sir kahit sa HHI, kahit sa anong compet, eye level eh.
Sa stage.
Opo. Kaya sir yung mga
always eye level.
Kaya sir yung mga dance compet sa Araneta na may mga stage, yung mga nandun sa patron sa pinakaharap, di nila ma-appreciate yung routine kasi nakatingala silang ganun eh. Pagka tinignan nyo sure yung mga judges, naka-elevate. Eye level at least. Kasi sir, sir, hindi rin sir maganda yung mataas ka. Kasi yung mga mannerism sa likod, yung mga nagpe-prepare, kumukuha ng props, ang sakit sa mata nun eh. Ang sakit po sa mata tignan nun eh. Kaya maganda sir yung eye level kasi yung ibang coach magaling pong magtago ng player.
Right.
So, kasama rin yun.
Sa likod.
Kasama rin
Coach,
sa
mas magical yung dating pagka
eye level lang.
Sayang yung ganda eh pag iba yung
Kita mo yung mga hingal-hingal sa likod, yung parang, yung mga galong-galong, kita sa likod, pagka mataas po. Ngayon, pangit naman kapag ka mataas, hindi mo, puro harap lang makikita mo.
Kita mo yung mga...
yung mga nagtatanggal ng wedgie, nakikita mo sa likod pagka mataas ka. Yung mga nag-aayos ng bra, gumagano sa likod.
Pet peeve mo yun naka-hunker down. Tapos feeling na hindi mo sila kita. Ano ba?
yung mga nagtataas ng pants, kita mo lang ang pangit sa mata nun.
So it's not as important na you see the formation from above, parang gano'n.
Ay, hindi sir. Kasi sir, ano yun eh, doon mo makikita sir, kasi sir kasama rin sa diskarte ng coach yun, paano mo ba ilalatag yan? Eh kung makikita lahat,
wala
diba,
na.
Yung mga sekreto ng mga coaches, mabubulga.
Kaya ba si Annie parating na sa harap? Kasi siya yung
sir. Ano yan sir?
Pati Coach Randall, pati yung mga nag-aaway na pep sa likod.
Yung mga
nagsisisihan.
Yung mga, di ba sabi pumasok ka ng 1? Oo nga, pumasok ako ng 1. Ay, bakit late ka pumasok? Yung mga gano'n, nakita mo sa likod.
Kailangan ang mga bata trained.
Yung mga nagbubura.
In any angle, trained. Alam nila na may audience.
Yun, sir.
So kaya pala wala
sa harap, siya lang titingnan, mahabang nagkakagulo sila lahat sa likod.
Kaya sir, sobrang special ng UAAP cheer dance. Kasi doon talaga,
Kasi kita mo,
bawal kang mag-tantrums, bawal ka talaga mag-alboroto doon sa likod. Sa gitna.
Bawal magkamot.
Wala, sir. Dati, bawal magkamot. Nahuli kami pag nagtatanggal kami, di ba? Uso kami magtanggal ng damit. Nakikita ng mga critic yung nagtatanggal kami ng zipper. Wala nang time. Kailangan ipasok sa routine. Bahala na sa ano. Dati nakakapagtago tayo, Coach Ramon, di ba? Kasi may big prop.
ngayon wala.
Ngayon wala nang big prop. Wala na eh. So hindi ka talaga makakatago. Kaya sobrang ganda.
The judges are not eye level with the UAAP also.
Mataas po. Kasi sir, hindi rin nila ma-appreciate yung formations kapag eye level sila.
Pero sa ICU, it's eye level, right? No.
Hindi sir, mataas po yung judge. Mataas sir.
Mataas pa rin.
Di ba sir, pag tumatambay tayo dun sa likod, yung stage mataas pa sa atin eh. Mga 7 feet yata yung stage nila eh.
Yeah.
Tapos may upuan pa. Sobrang taas po.
Mataas.
Sa lahat, pati sa cheer. Kasi nga yung mga ulo sa harap para hindi rin makagulo sa kanila.
Tapos syempre walang mga lighting effects, di ba?
Wala po. House lights lang. Bawal po yung... Ngayon, pwede mo nga i-adjust sa video yung brightness, contrast, gano'n. Yun lang magagawa mo. Pero yung ano...
para hindi yung labanan, hindi pang yung sa labas ng routine.
Hindi kasi, officer, kasi mangyayari, labanan ng editing yan, hindi labatan ng sayaw.
Labanan ng editing or facility, di ba?
Minsan kasi, sir, merong hindi masyadong wow yung ginagawang skill or yung sayaw. Pero pag rehistro sa edit, nagiging magic eh. Nagiging magic, lalo na yung mga zoom in na gano'n. Mas maganda talaga yung idea na one cam and ano lang siya, yung parang, kumbaga, i-hit yung judge's view. Diba? Kung paano pinapanood ng judge sa face-to-face, ganun niya din dapat mapanood sa virtual. Ayun.
So more or less the same lang tayo. We'll just include the whole team. Diba? Yun yung virtual natin if ever. If we're allowed to start training together. And kasi yung cheer, yun yung problema eh. Yung cheer, contact sport. Baka nga yung dance mauna pa eh. Diba? Kasi you can have distancing or whatever. Pero yung contact, stunts, tosses, talaga wala kang magagawa.
So, pwede naman wag na saluhin.
Para no.
Tapos yung stunts, kunyari, kami ni Coach Ramon, partner kami sa J-Up, si Coach Ani yung bubuhati namin. Kami ni Coach Ramon, ako nakaganon, si Coach Ramon nasa isang lugar, nakaganon lang din. Si Coach Ani, hindi pa siya mag-isa.
Bahala na lang just mag-assemble.
Lutang siya mag-isa, boss.
Tapos lilipat, dito siya bababa sa isang screen.
Lilipat.
Ang hirap, no?
Kung may makakagawa nun, galing mo.
Makakaya sa warm-up.
Sa warm-up.
Anyway. Anyway, guys, we gotta end the show. Thank you very much for joining us. I will let each of you say your piece, and then I will wrap up the show for tonight. So let's start with Randall, and then Ramon, and then Sheila, of course, and then my guest co-host for tonight, si Annie, and then I will close the show. So, Randall, you want to go first?
Sir, una po sa lahat, thank you po for inviting us again. And sorry kung sorry sa mga tanong na
Hindi, tama yun. Tama yun. Good.
Yun po, yung mga teams, I hope kung sasali kayo, you stay safe while doing your choreographies. And yun po, kung may opportunity kayo, magpa-vaccine na kayo. Let's all fight COVID together na may laban tayo. Hindi yung hayaan lang natin magkasakit tayo. Stay safe, mga repa.
Joke lang. Boss, thank you again for having me. Kahit na nangungulit lang ako dito, no? And and to all the teams and coaches, please continue to be safe. And di ba, boss, last time, di ba? So, dun sa mga teams ko, nasa ano pa lang pa rin kami. We are asking for ano pa sa mga schools namin, sa mga admin permission. So, doon pa lang ako gagawa kapag pinayagan na. So, thank you again, boss. And hopefully, next week, hindi mo na ako invite kasi parang ano na, parang wala na akong kwenta. Okay, thank you. See you po.
Thank you to our guest coaches, Coach Rowan and Coach Randall. Thank you. Your input are really, really very important to us because that's the only way we can grow. Okay. Nothing will grow until there is a dissenting opinion. Yan. So, yan. Keep your input coming so we can grow as an organization. And then to all the dancers out there, it's time for us to, let our creativity and our skills shine. Okay, let's take this chance. It's been more than a year that we've been in our boxes. It's time to reach out and show everybody what we have inside of us. So, reach for your heart. Have your inspiration ready, and let's all go and have a party. Good night.
Yun. Syempre, first of all, thank you kay Sir Itos for having me as his co-host. Nag-enjoy ako, promise. Ganito pala, ang saya. Then, to all our future participants in NDC, we all know that all of us are new in this setup. Syempre, virtual na lahat. So, we are trying our best to give you the best. Okay? So, and be a responsible participant. Aralin yung maigi yung rules para hindi masayang yung just in case na mabibigyan kayo ng chance doon sa qualifiers. Galingan ninyo. And, ayun, looking forward for best dance piece na makikita namin sa inyo. Yun lang. Thank you so much, guys. Coaches, thank you po.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. First, I'd like to thank. I'm always honored to have these guys with us on Peptalk. We miss this. Miss you all, like all our guests. Parang na ano lang tayo, nag-pause lang tayo for a while, but at least virtually, we're able to see each other and interact the way we used to interact like before. Thank you to Randall and Ramon, of course. Kapamilya na natin yan. Sheila, of course, NDC, the head. Good luck in the coming weeks and months. You judges are going to have a lot of work in store for you. But kayang-kaya niyo yan. That's why you're the head. Yan. Love mo yan si Ramon. Ganyan. So, and to my co-host, thank you very much for joining me. Sa susunod, of course, and to Archie and his post, diba? Yan, ginagaya ni Randall. Tatawa ko. So, thank you, Annie. Thank you. Regards to Nas and your 1-year-old, mommy. All right, guys. That's it for us tonight. Thank you again for joining us. Please, the application forms will open in about a couple of hours. So please, no to 5 months. 5 months bad. So application forms will be open in a couple of hours. Log on to our website so you can... si Randall, loko. Guys, thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you and having you to join. I miss you guys, all of you guys. So take care. Good night. Until next time. Bye, y'all.